Clerk will open the roll.
California lawmakers moving through more bills on Monday, but under the cloud of a budget shortfall that will force them to be more selective. The state's $31.5 billion problem means new proposed laws face an extra hurdle because most of them cost the state extra money.
We have to prioritize. And unfortunately, not everybody's good idea is a priority in a very difficult budget year.
Republican State Senator Roger Niello is one of a few current state lawmakers who have experience going through a significant budget shortfall.
Not everybody's going to agree on what the priorities are.
This year, California lawmakers filed 2,923 bills, and while typically in a single year about hundreds of them are typically passed, but the governor signaled Friday that they need to figure out early which ones are most important to them.
I care about what they care about. The vast majority of the bills I get, I'm like, boy, I'd love to do that. But I also have a responsibility. We have a collective responsibility. And at the end of the day, I guess I'm the backstop. And I say no, everyone gets upset. You do 5 pieces on the nightly news about Newsom cut or vetoed this.
Doing it through the budget the way the governor would like would require lawmakers to figure out which policies pass by June 15th. But the Constitution gives lawmakers until September to pass laws. Last fall, after the budget was finalized, Newsom vetoed $20 billion worth of bills. Lawmakers say for now there is no change in the budget process, and they say it's likely some will get sent to the governor in September.
And then it's the governor's call. He has a red pen if he chooses to use it. We hope he'll, as he always done, be judicious in understanding that the policy we bring him is still very important to the underpinning of what's important for the people of the state.
Bills right now are about halfway through the legislative process. At the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.
The Senate and Assembly Appropriations Committees consider bills based on the cost to taxpayers. Both groups will meet later this week to decide which bills they will move forward.